Welcome to Art Talk Tuesday. We are in our third piece in the Chakra series, which also is the third chakra, chakra number 3. As you can see, the series once again are all acrylics, each depicting a different chakra. The dimensions are 18 inches wide by 24 inches high. As you can see here, the color for the third chakra is yellow. Third chakra is also depicted here. We're moving up in numbers. This lotus has 9 petals. The first chakra had 4, second chakra had 6, now we're at 9. So you count those 9 petals along with the Sanskrit symbol here for the third chakra. Third chakra is all about the will. This piece is entitled Will, the Power of Integration. So we're going to talk a little bit about what that means. So when we look at the first chakra, it's often associated with the element of the earth, and it's about focus. As we focus all this spiritual energy into and congeal it into physical matter. We go into the second chakra, we're talking about the element of water, and we're also talking about the element of desire. Desires come and flow. They ebb and they flow. You may desire this, you may be more desirous of something else. So we're talking about the issue of flow. When we get to the third chakra, we're talking about the issue of will, but also of integration. It integrates the energies of the previous 2 chakras into something that can be used for creating action. So now we're talking about fire. The element associated with third chakra is fire. If we look at fire, we'll see that the heart of a fire, the center, is always yellow, white, and then we have orange and red going into the outskirts of the fire. If we look at a fire, look at a flame, you see yellow, white near the center, and then as we radiate out, we have the orange and the red. I don't think that's a coincidence as we look at going up the chakra tree here. So this element of fire is also about integration. It integrates, it brings things together. So the whole idea about the third chakra is about the will to do, the will to activate, because will is a source of activation. What we do is we combine our focus, as we focus on that thing that we desire, and then we begin to take action. So it's not a will as in terms of I'm determined, or I'm going to do it, or I'm in opposition, or will to dominate. It's a will that is birthed from desire and focus. So it's a will that integrates our marshaling of our forces, if you will. It's a will that integrates all of our forces, all of our thoughts, all of our being into moving towards a certain goal or towards a certain desire. That's what we're looking at, which is different from a top down or against. I'm staying against something, my will, as opposed to somebody else, or the force of my will and dominance trying to make something happen. It's about bringing things together and integrating all of one's being towards the achievement of a goal or a purpose or a desire. So that's what we're talking about when we talk about the integration of the will, looking at the third chakra. Obviously the color is yellow. You can see here we have a yellow lotus beneath here. Beneath the figure, as we see with all of these in the composition, keeping the background very simple. Once again, the yellow here with the white, the intermingling of the cosmic forces with the physical forces. We see going on here, this kind of stirring, because I want it to be kind of active. Some of the others, you've seen some of the other 2, this looks a little bit more static, okay, or more spacey. This one here looks a little bit more active. You can see swirls of energy kind of swirling around. So I wanted to show that difference because will is an active force. The figure here, we see she's floating up, she's elevating, she's ascending up off of the lotus. So that's part of what the whole idea of the will is about, is it's the marshaling of the forces to ascend, to move up, to become active. All right, so that's what we're doing here. Also, the arms outstretched, indicative of she's coming into her spiritual power. She's marshaling her forces. If we bring things together, right, we want to open our arms to receive so that we can integrate what is inside with what is outside. The spiritual forces flowing all around her. And as she integrates those forces into her being, combined with her desire to rise up, to ascend, then the figure begins to float. And that's what we're dealing with here. That's what I wanted to depict. As you can see, I've kind of put the light source coming down over this way onto the figure. So we see most of the shadows here on what would be the left side, if you're looking. And then see, got the spiritual energies igniting the hair. See, the will is marshaled and she begins to integrate these forces, the energies and desire and focus, then it begins to ignite the body. She begins to float and the hair becomes ignited with this spiritual power that is flowing in, over, and through the figure. So that's what I'm trying to marshal here. A lot of people say she looks very lion-like, and that's fine. I think lion is a very majestic animal, and when we are in focus and our desires are focused, we begin to integrate and marshal the forces of our being towards a specific goal, and begin to take action. We are often very heroic. It is a courageous act. It is something that we do and move towards, and that gives us a certain nobility. And so that's what I'm trying to depict here, that this figure, to give us some kind of regal attire. So just kind of playing around here with different forces, and face here, some shadow, and that's what we're doing with this piece. Once again, every piece in the series is valued at $1,500. We do have prints available starting at $22 and going up depending on what kind of bells and whistles you want. If you were interested in purchasing the whole series, either in print or as the originals, you can contact me directly, info@damonpowell.com, and we can work out some kind of deal, some kind of discount for purchasing the whole thing. I really don't want to break up the series, so if you're interested, then we can work something out. Also, do a payment plan, so we can work something out. Thank you, and I will talk to you next week. Peace.